Chapter 5. Hey. Okay, so chapter 5 of Your Relationship with You, How to Live Life by Your Rules. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so we are all doing stuff that gets in our way of living in connection and ease. We are doing things that are going to prevent us from being able to live life by our own rules really well. Does that make sense? Okay, here's some more. So I call them ings, and they are drains and distractions. They are behaviors that we're doing outside of moderation that are getting in the way of our best life, to kind of take an Oprah spin on things. But if we are going to design our life by our rules, if we're going to buck this system and create some new ways to live, we have to examine the things that are going to stand in our way of doing that. And those are ings. So ings are verbs. They are things we're doing, right? So I want you to be thinking about what your ings are. Chapter 5 has an entire list of ings. Off the top of my head, I can think of some severe ones that if we do outside of moderation as a part of our lives, it can really interrupt our connection and ease. So drinking, gambling, drugging, some of the maybe more socially acceptable ones are perfecting, primping, planning. What else? Let me see. I'm going to look at the list. Chapter 5. Let me see. Texting, organizing, going. So all of these things may or may not have a place in our lives. It's fine and healthy to have. It's up to you, but it's the outside of moderation. One that a friend of mine, when I was writing the book, added was judging. Kind of judging other people as a drug of choice. Judging other people that keeps us distracted from our own stuff, right? Zoning out to TV, proving, one-upping, complaining. These are all ings that if we don't examine them and kind of check ourselves before we wreck ourselves about these ings, we cannot expect to be able to design our life by our rules. We cannot expect to have ease and connection in our relationship with ourselves or our relationship with other people. So get really honest with yourself, and you can read about Celeste in chapter 5, and I'm told by a lot of people who read the book that they identify with Celeste a lot. So there's a piece of all of us in Celeste. So check out chapter 5. If you're interested, you can find my book on Amazon, Your Relationship with You, How to Live Life by Your Rules, and also check out my website, www.myrelationshipstrategist.com/resources, and you can find some resources from chapter 4 that will help you be able to manage some of your ings. And then of course, if you think you need more professional help around your ings, I would suggest you can reach out to me, you can message me, you can go to a website called Psychology Today, and folks on there are trained and skilled to help us with ings. But don't call them and say, I got an ing. They won't know what you're talking about unless they know Denise.